Who's the leader of the club that's made for you and me? MICKEYMOUSE. How you doing? Keith here from mindofmodernman.com. Welcome back to another Truck Tale. We're very excited to have you here with us today. So today, the day I'm recording this, Disney World is releasing their 2009 travel packages for Walt Disney World. Why am I excited? Because my family's going. We're really excited about that. So I started thinking about all the things that we're going to want to do with these little kids. What rides we're going to want to go on, what shows we're going to want to see, where we're going to want to eat, where we're going to stay, all of that. And I'm really excited about it. Actually, over at mindofmodernman.com, our friend Robbie K, who we call the Disney Dad, he does Disney Dad Dozens, and he does tips on how to survive and enjoy trips to Walt Disney World. He just put up ways to beat the heat, which is good because today in New England, it's going to be like a heat index of like 95, and it's ridiculous. But Disney World, we're going to go later in the year, so we don't have to worry about the heat, but we are worried about what we're going to go on. So I started thinking about the 10 rides that I really love. I've gone to Disney World a handful of times. I went when I was in high school. I went when I was in my 20s with friends. I went on my honeymoon with my wife. That's where we chose to go to enjoy. And it was fantastic all the different times. I've gone to Disneyland a handful of times myself on business trips with my grandparents when I was little. So I really enjoy the Disney parks. But looking at Disney World and figuring out what rides do we like, here are my top 10 favorite Walt Disney World rides. Number 10, the Maelstrom. What? Oh, right. The Maelstrom's not there anymore. What the heck? The Maelstrom got removed. It was the only ride in Epcot. When I was in high school, our band went down to do parades through Epcot Center. And we got to go and be like in the backstage area and come through a secret door. And then we were on a street. And the Disney World guy's voice in the parade lines were saying,
"Now, but marching Shelton, Connecticut marching gale."
It was exciting. And we got to do that. You know, it's soapbox time. Listen. Lots of schools around here, and I think Shelton is one of them, is starting to go to a pay-for-play situation where you have to pay to be in sports, you have to pay to do drama, you have to pay to be in the band. You're pretty much killing the arts. Arts helped make me who I am, and I'm not the only one. Tons of people around here, successful people in all walks of life, are that way because they became a different person after they dealt with the arts. Band, music, dance, sports, all of those things together help make us who we are. And you're going to take it away from kids, and I am scared to death that nothing's going to be left when my kids get there. So please, do something. Okay, soapbox over. So the Maelstrom was this ride. It was a great boat ride. I love the boat rides at Disney. They're very fun. And it would go through the history of Norway. And you'd get off and there'd be a little movie that you'd have to watch. Kind of like going to Old Sturbridge Village on a field trip. All right, maybe now I know why it's gone and it's now frozen. You know, Frozen's not the only thing in the world that can do that. I have some magic powers just like Elsa. And I'll do this for my kids. I have a special power where I can make snowflakes appear. Watch. Right there. See it? Yeah. Let it go, baby. Number 9 on my list is the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse. Now, I know it's at Disneyland. I think they made it into Tarzan, maybe. I'm not sure if it's still at Disney World, but I loved the movie Swiss Family Robinson. This family lived in this tree house, and they had all, like, the modern conveniences of home. It was a really, really great movie. I don't have it on DVD. I think I'm going to have to get that. I don't know if you can stream it anywhere yet. Probably when the Disney streaming service comes. But you got to walk up this hill. It was a hike to go up this tree and see everything. But it was so cool to see all the different contraptions and the way the coconuts moved on a conveyor belt and brought water in and out. I loved it. I love the movie, and I really liked going on this ride. Number 8 is the Under the Sea Adventures of the Little Mermaid. Very fun ride. You go through pretty much the whole movie. The animatronics are top-notch. We went on that probably 4 or 5 times on our honeymoon. The thing is that every time it seemed to get stuck. And I don't know if it was when they had to let people with special needs onto a car later down in the line or if something happened. But all of a sudden, Sebastian comes over the loudspeaker and he says things like, oh, the Ursula the Sea Witch has created some crazy things and now the ride has to stop, so just stay in your things. Then the lights come up and you see all the animatronics just kind of sitting there with no music. It's very strange. But the ride itself is very fun. The Under the Sea section of it is, without a doubt, my favorite part. I see something new there all the time. It's a very, very fun ride. Number 7 is the Monorail. Yeah, it just gets you from point A to point B, but it's really cool. You know, you got the stay clear from the sliding doors thing. And then, of course, you can't forget The Simpsons when they had a whole song about it right off the Music Man. They used the Music Man as an idea, and they did a monorail for The Simpsons.
What's it called? Monorail! Once again! Monorail!
Cool, right? The monorail is a fun way. We were riding it. We went from one park to the other, and since we had been in the park the night before, they had decorated it over for Christmas, and all of a sudden the monorail is going through huge Christmas trees through Epcot Center. It was really, really cool. Number 6, to get the competition blood going a little bit, is Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin. And it's this great like laser tag game that you get to play, and you sit there and you ride around and you can shoot at all the different targets, and the points go up, and you have the 2 scoreboards on you and the person next to you. The coolest thing is there's a joystick in the middle that you can toggle and spin your cart in a different direction. So just as your competition who's in the seat next to you is lining up a great shot, you spin them and you get them out of the way, and you can make your own great shot. And it's really kind of cool. We went on that many times. I think we split it. I'm going to say we split it. No one won more than the other person. We just split it. Number 5, the Kilimanjaro Safari at the Animal Kingdom. So cool. You got to go early in the morning. If you go early in the morning, there's a chance that most of the animals will be awake. But to see these animals in what looks like a natural habitat, but to know that they're being cared for by Disney, I mean, it's breathtaking to see these animals from Africa, to see these real, not animatronic, but real animals almost up close as you can get. It's really something special, and I can't wait to do that ride again. Number 4 is the Haunted Mansion. You know, the spooks are very fun, and it's got a little bit of fight, but I don't like getting scared, but I love this ride. And the churro stand outside of it in California for the Disneyland version of it is a mystery to me. Every time I go, it's closed. And my friends in California, they always like to take pictures of them eating churros outside the Haunted Mansion just because I can never do it. I did it once when I was in 6th grade, and then I haven't been able to do it again. Number 3, the Jungle Boat ride. The guys who do those rides are hilarious. I love their little spiel. I love the ride of it. I love boat rides, which we've talked about before, the animatronic animals. I love that it was the same thing that they had from way back in the day, like when it was made, because that makes it more fun to know that this isn't state of the art. This isn't like computer animated. This is the real deal. They've been there forever. The elephants have been there spraying water, and the hippos been wiggling their ears for a very long time. And the humor of the guides gets me every time, no matter how many times I go on it. Number 2, of course, Star Tours. You get to go into a ship. You walk through this whole thing that makes it look like you're in a starbase. You get onto your ship, and then you fly through real Star Wars things. I mean, you get to see Hoth. You get to see Tatooine. You get to see Naboo. You get to see Crate now. You get to see all these different lands, and you get to fly through them. And it's immersive, and you're in 3D glasses, and it's all around you. And sometimes Vader shows up, and then it's really, really awesome. And even the waiting queue with R2-D2 and C-3PO is a lot of fun to go through. It's very Star Wars immersive, and it makes me so excited for Star Wars Land, which is opening in 2019, hopefully just in time for my family trip to go, where you're literally going to feel like you're on a planet for Star Wars. I am excited for that, and I'm guessing that after I go then, this whole list of top 10 is going to change. The number 1 favorite ride at Disney World is Pirates of the Caribbean. It's classic. The music is great. The animatronics are funny. The ride has a little bit of dips and turns. They've updated it to have some Jack Sparrow stuff in it, which is fun. But when John and I went in California a couple years ago, we went on it 5 times. And my wife and I, we did the same thing when we went on our honeymoon. It's a ride that you see something new no matter how many times you go on it. The song gets stuck in your head, and that's okay. Those are my top 10 favorite rides at Disney World. Well, what are yours? Head down to the comments down here on the YouTube channel, or go over to mindofmodernman.com and give us a comments there. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr at Mind of Modern Man. I am on Twitter at Modern Keith. The other guys aren't on there yet, but we'll get on it. Thank you to our patrons for always being there for us. And how do we sign off on this? M-I-C. See you real soon. K-E-Y. Why? Because I like you. And as my grandfather always used to say, you do nice work. Not much, but what you do is quality. So long. Hi, it's me again. I totally forgot to tell you. You have to subscribe so that you can like us. So click up here to subscribe. You can watch our other videos too. And those are over here. Great places to do, right? Thanks again. Bye.